headline from 1 minute ago: Camilla humiliated by an unprecedented and shocking move from the Archbishop of Westminster. The story tells us the Archbishop questioned her position, and he sparked a storm of speculation about her role within the monarchy. Camilla's response was swift. When she finally breaks silence on the matter, she laid bare the tensions simmering beneath the surface. Accusations that she is unfit for the role have resurfaced, threatening to overshadow her carefully cultivated image. But what led to this dramatic turn of events? The story unfolds with revelations that will leave the monarchy and the public stunned. Camilla's role in the royal family. Camilla's journey to becoming queen consort has been anything but smooth. From her early days as a controversial figure in Prince Charles's life to her eventual acceptance into the royal fold, she has navigated a complex path marked by public scrutiny and internal challenges. Her rise to queen consort following the death of Queen Elizabeth II was a moment of triumph for Camilla. But it also brought with it heightened expectations and a need to solidify her place in the monarchy. Camilla Parker Bowles first captured headlines as the third party in the infamous love triangle with Charles and Diana. For years, her relationship with Charles darkened her public image and earned her the ire of a fiercely loyal, Diana-loving public. However, in the decades since Diana's tragic death, Camilla has worked diligently to rebuild her reputation. Her marriage to Charles in 2005 marked the beginning of her official royal journey, and she has since embraced her duties with increasing confidence. As queen consort, Camilla has sought to define her role in a modern monarchy. She has championed causes such as literacy, domestic violence prevention, and animal welfare, and she has carved out a niche for herself within the royal family. Her steady presence at official engagements, alongside her support for Charles's initiatives, has aimed to present her as a reliable and capable partner to the king. Yet establishing herself as a key royal figure has not been without challenges. Behind the scenes, tensions with other senior royals have added compounding complexity to Camilla's position. Her relationship with Kate Middleton has been the subject of ongoing speculation. Kate is widely regarded as a future queen in waiting. She embodies a different vision of the monarchy, one rooted in youth, modernity, and relatability. This contrast has reportedly led to friction, with insiders suggesting that Camilla and Kate have clashed over priorities and roles within the family. Similarly, Camilla's interactions with Princess Anne have been described as frosty at times. Anne has reportedly been skeptical of Camilla's ascent. Some sources claim that Anne, a lifelong supporter of her mother's traditionalist values, views Camilla's past controversies as a liability to the royal image. These underlying tensions hint at a monarchy in transition, where generational and ideological differences come into play. While many have come to respect Camilla for her commitment to royal duties, others continue to question her suitability for the role of queen consort. These doubts have occasionally bubbled to the surface, and now, accusations that she is unfit for the role have resurfaced in the media and public discourse. Such sentiments reflect the lingering challenges Camilla faces as she seeks to secure her place in history. Despite these hurdles, Camilla has displayed a determination to prove her worth. Her growing confidence in public appearances and her dedication to charitable work demonstrate her willingness to adapt to the demands of her position. Yet the shocking move by the Archbishop of Westminster has added an unexpected layer of complexity to her journey. This unexpected decision challenges her authority and also reignites questions about her legitimacy within the royal family. Camilla's response to this latest controversy will be critical in shaping her legacy as queen consort, and in determining whether she can truly overcome the obstacles that have defined her journey thus far. The Archbishop's unexpected intervention. The Archbishop made a shocking move by excluding Queen Consort Camilla from a pivotal royal event. This decision has been described as unprecedented in recent royal history. The event in question, a high-profile ceremony Catherine's carol service, would traditionally involve the Queen Consort in a leading capacity. The decision appears to be rooted in the Archbishop's concerns about Camilla's public perception and role within the monarchy. Sources close to the church have suggested that he expressed doubts about her ability to fulfill the spiritual and ceremonial responsibilities traditionally associated with the Queen Consort. There seems to be a belief that Camilla's history and public reputation could undermine the sanctity of the event. The Archbishop's decision to intervene in this way is extraordinary. The Church of England has long maintained a close relationship with the monarchy, and for a senior clergyman to directly question the role of a queen consort signifies a breach of tradition, but also makes a bold statement about the standards expected of those in the royal family. The Archbishop's action has highlighted the complex dynamics between faith, tradition, and public perception in a modern monarchy. The exclusion has placed Camilla in a challenging position. As Queen Consort, she is expected to embody the values of the crown and serve as a unifying figure for both the royal family and the nation. Her absence from such a significant event calls into question her ability to meet these expectations. Critics have seized upon this moment to reignite debates about her past and her journey to the throne. For Camilla, this exclusion represents more than just a professional setback. It strikes at the heart of her public image. Over the years, she has worked tirelessly to distance herself from the controversies that once defined her and to establish herself as a credible and respected member of the royal family. However, the Archbishop's decision risks undoing much of this progress, and it points to the skepticism that still surrounds her. With the monarchy navigating a period of transition following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, every decision carries heightened significance. In making such a bold move, the Archbishop has challenged Camilla and the very institution she represents. Whether this challenge will strengthen or weaken her position is a question that only time can answer. But this move also challenged the relationship between the monarchy and the Church of England, and it is not the first time in history this has happened. The consequences, as history teaches us, can be complicated, even dire. Historical clashes between the Church of England and the monarchy. Ironically, the Church of England itself was born out of conflict with the monarchy. In the early 16th century, King Henry VIII sought an annulment from Catherine of Aragon. The Pope refused to grant it. In response, Henry severed ties with the Roman Catholic Church and established the Church of England in 1534. This act declared the king as the supreme head of the Church, a role previously reserved for the Pope. It is still so today, so, as you can see, excluding the Queen Consort from an important church event flies in the face of the king, and by implication, the supreme head of the Church. During Queen Victoria's reign, conflicts arose over issues of church reform and the independence of clergy. Victoria was a devout Anglican, but she often found herself at odds with church leaders. One notable incident involved the Gorham Judgment of 1850, in which a clergyman named George Cornelius Gorham was denied a parish position due to his views on baptismal regeneration. When Gorham appealed to civil courts and won, the ruling created significant tension between the monarchy, the church, and Parliament. Many clergy felt that the decision undermined the church's autonomy. It is precisely this autonomy that the Archbishop was testing when he excluded Camilla from Catherine's event. The 1936 abdication crisis saw King Edward VIII relinquish the throne to marry Wallis Simpson, an American divorcee. This decision brought the monarchy into direct conflict with the moral authority of the Church of England. At the time, the Church opposed the remarriage of divorced individuals if their former spouses were still living. As the supreme governor of the Church, Edward's decision to pursue the marriage was deemed incompatible with his religious role. Archbishop of Canterbury Cosmo Lang was a vocal critic of Edward's actions. He argued that the king's personal choices undermined the moral integrity of the monarchy and the Church. The crisis ultimately forced Edward to abdicate. This episode underscores the Church's influence over royal conduct, even if the monarch is also the supreme head of the Church. In more recent times, tensions between the Church of England and the monarchy have often revolved around the personal lives of royal family members. The marriages and divorces of Prince Charles, Princess Diana, and other senior royals have brought issues of remarriage, morality, and public perception to the forefront. For example, Charles's marriage to Camilla in 2005 initially raised eyebrows within the Church due to its history of opposing remarriages for divorced individuals. While the Church ultimately supported the union, the process highlighted lingering tensions over how tradition and modernity should coexist within the royal institution. So, regardless of being the most senior royals, and even though Charles is head of the Church, their marriage was off to a shaky start within the context of the Church of England. That said, the relationship between the Church of England and the monarchy has always been complex. It has traditionally been shaped by the interplay of tradition, politics, and personal conviction. While their shared history is one of cooperation, moments of tension and conflict have pointed to the challenges inherent in balancing religious authority with the evolving role of the crown. These historical clashes underscore the importance of negotiation and adaptation in maintaining this centuries-old partnership. As both institutions continue to evolve, their intertwined destinies remain a fascinating lens through which to view the shifting dynamics of power, faith, and tradition in British history. So, does the church have a voice in the affairs of the royal family? Absolutely. It may not often use that voice, but when it does, the church's words carry weight, even for the reigning monarch. Camilla breaks silence, her emotional response. In a brief reaction to her advisors, Camilla offered a rare glimpse into her personal emotions and the challenges she faces within the monarchy. Her comments about the exclusion were both poignant and revealing. In her carefully worded statement, Camilla expressed disappointment but maintained her tone of resilience. "While I respect the Archbishop's decision, it was unexpected and deeply hurtful," she said during a private gathering with close advisors. This moment of vulnerability marked a significant departure from her typically reserved demeanor. Over the years, Camilla has cultivated an image of quiet strength. She has avoided public displays of emotion even in the face of intense scrutiny. Camilla's reaction underscored the deep insecurity she has carried throughout her time in the royal spotlight. From her early days as a controversial figure to her ascent as queen consort, she has faced relentless criticism and skepticism. Her efforts to rebuild her public image have been an uphill battle, often overshadowed by her past and the enduring legacy of Princess Diana. The Archbishop's exclusion brought these insecurities to the forefront again. The suggestion that she is unfit for the role struck at the heart of the doubts she has long worked to overcome. The decision felt like a validation of her critics, and a reminder that her journey to acceptance within the royal family is far from complete. Camilla's response also highlighted the broader struggles of navigating her role within the monarchy. As queen consort, she is expected to embody the values of tradition, unity, and service. Yet, balancing these expectations with her personal identity has proven to be a delicate task. The Archbishop's decision questioned her fitness for the role, but also amplified the scrutiny surrounding her ability to lead. "I have always strived to serve with dignity and grace," Camilla said. "This setback will not deter me from fulfilling my duties to the crown and the people." These words reflected a deep commitment to her role while acknowledging the challenges she must navigate. The incident also exposed the isolation that can come with being a member of the royal family. Insiders close to Camilla revealed that she felt blindsided by the Archbishop's decision. She described it as a personal betrayal. As Camilla moves forward, this moment of vulnerability may prove to be a turning point in her journey as queen consort. While the Archbishop's decision has undoubtedly challenged her, it has also provided an opportunity for connection with a sympathetic portion of the public. But whether this will be enough to silence her critics remains to be seen. Royal family dynamics and conflicts. The British royal family is often seen as a bastion of tradition and unity. But beneath the polished facade lie complex dynamics and internal tensions. Among these, the relationship between Queen Consort Camilla and other senior royals, particularly Kate Middleton and Princess Anne, has been a focal point of intrigue and speculation. The tension between Camilla and Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, has been the subject of much speculation. Kate is widely regarded as the monarchy's most relatable and modern figure. She represents the future of the royal family. Her grounded demeanor, dedication to her royal duties, and close relationship with the public have made her a beloved figure in the UK and beyond. This has occasionally put her at odds with Camilla, who has a more reserved public image. While both women share a commitment to supporting King Charles, their differing approaches to their roles have led to subtle power struggles. Sources close to the family suggest that Kate's increasing prominence as a royal figure has, at times, overshadowed Camilla's efforts to establish herself. Camilla has faced the challenge of stepping into a role previously defined by the iconic presence of Queen Elizabeth II. But at the same time, Kate's modern appeal continues to capture the public's imagination. Princess Anne has also had a complex relationship with Camilla. As one of the most respected members of the royal family, Anne's long history of service and her close ties to her late mother have given her significant sway within the monarchy. Anne has been skeptical of Camilla's rise to queen consort. Her traditionalist views have clashed with Camilla's attempts to redefine the role of queen consort. While Anne has largely refrained from publicly commenting on these differences, insiders note that her relationship with Camilla remains professional but distant. Kate's popularity and Anne's steadfast reputation have bolstered the monarchy's standing, but the controversies surrounding Camilla have at times created challenges. The Archbishop's recent exclusion of Camilla from a significant royal event further highlights these tensions. The differing public perceptions of Camilla, Kate, and Anne also reflect the evolving expectations of the British public. While Camilla represents a link to the monarchy's traditional past, Kate embodies a modern, accessible vision for its future. Anne, meanwhile, serves as a reminder of the values of dedication and duty that have long defined the royal family. Balancing these narratives is a delicate task, and any misstep risks eroding public confidence in the institution. The tensions within the royal family are not just personal. They also reflect a generational divide and differing visions for the monarchy's future. As the family transitions into a new era under King Charles, questions about how to adapt to a rapidly changing society have become increasingly pressing. Kate and Prince William are representatives of the younger generation. They have championed causes that resonate with modern audiences, such as mental health, environmental sustainability, and diversity. Their hands-on parenting style and approachable demeanor have further endeared them to the public. For most, it signals a break from the more formal traditions of the past. Camilla, on the other hand, has faced the challenge of stepping into a role defined by centuries of tradition. This is while she is also attempting to modernize her image. Her efforts to champion causes like domestic violence prevention and literacy demonstrate her desire to connect with contemporary issues. But her past and reserved public persona have often limited her ability to fully embrace this transition. Anne's steadfast adherence to traditional values represents yet another perspective within the royal family. Her focus on duty and protocol offers a contrast to the more modern approaches of Kate and William. These differing visions for the future create both opportunities and challenges for the monarchy. While diversity in perspectives can strengthen the institution, unresolved tensions risk creating fractures that could weaken its foundation. For Camilla, navigating these dynamics will be critical as she seeks to solidify her place after the recent setback. The Archbishop's perspective and vision. The Archbishop's decision to exclude Queen Consort Camilla from a significant royal event was not just an isolated decision. It reflected a broader set of motivations. While the exclusion was unprecedented, it underscored the Archbishop's determination to redefine the intersection of faith and monarchy in a rapidly changing society. This decision inadvertently revealed his aspirations for the future of the British royal family and the Church of England. At the heart of the Archbishop's decision was a concern for preserving the integrity of the monarchy's spiritual role. As the head of the Church of England, the Archbishop is tasked with ensuring that the monarchy aligns with the Church's values of moral leadership and service. Reports suggest that the Archbishop's doubts about Camilla's suitability for the Queen Consort role played a significant part in his decision. Statements hinted at deeper concerns regarding her public image, past controversies, and ability to embody the ideals expected of someone in her position. The Archbishop's vision seeks to address the evolving expectations of the British public. Ensuring that the monarchy remains relevant in the 21st century requires re-examining traditional roles and responsibilities. The decision to sideline Camilla emphasizes that roles within the monarchy should be earned through demonstrated integrity and service, rather than inherited or granted by virtue of marriage. By taking this bold step, the Archbishop positioned himself as a custodian of the Church's values, and at the same time, the evolving moral compass of the monarchy. How that will ultimately be received remains to be seen. The Archbishop's actions must be understood in the context of broader changes within the Church of England. As the established Church, it has long been intertwined with the monarchy, serving as both a spiritual guide and a symbolic partner. However, the Church of England has faced increasing pressure to adapt to a changing social landscape, just like the monarchy. The Church faces declining attendance and growing calls for reform. In recent years, the Church has taken steps to address issues such as gender equality, LGBTQ+ inclusion, and racial diversity. These changes reflect a recognition that the Church must remain relevant to an increasingly secular and diverse society. The Archbishop's decision to challenge Camilla's role aligns with this broader agenda. It suggests that the Church sees itself as a force for accountability and renewal within the monarchy. At the same time, the Archbishop's actions highlight the tension between tradition and reform within the Church itself. By excluding Camilla from the event, he took a bold stand that risked alienating traditionalists who view the monarchy as an untouchable institution. However, this decision also resonated with those who see the Church's role as holding the monarchy to the same moral and ethical standards expected of other public institutions. The Archbishop's shocking move has set the stage for a new chapter in the relationship between the Church of England and the monarchy. By questioning Camilla's suitability for the Queen Consort role, he has signaled a broader shift in how these institutions interact, and he emphasized the pillars of accountability and moral leadership over tradition and deference. Whether his actions will strengthen the monarchy's moral foundation or create new rifts remains to be seen. What is clear, however, is that the Archbishop's perspective has introduced a bold new dynamic into the ongoing transformation of the British royal family. Royal protocols and expectations. The British royal family operates within a framework of strict protocols and unwritten rules. All are designed to preserve the institution's integrity and historical significance. These protocols are deeply rooted in tradition and often reflect the delicate balance the monarchy must maintain. The Archbishop's decision to exclude Camilla was shaped by royal protocols that dictate the standards expected of those in ceremonial and symbolic roles. As Queen Consort, Camilla is not just a figurehead but a representative of the monarchy's values and moral authority. Her participation in a church-led event would have symbolized the unity of the Crown and the Church of England. By sidelining her, the Archbishop sent a clear message that these roles must align with the expectations of dignity, service, and moral integrity. Royal protocols often require meticulous attention to the public image of those involved. Camilla's history probably influenced the Archbishop's decision. Critics have long debated whether her rise to Queen Consort adequately reflects the standards associated with the role. The Archbishop's intervention suggests that he viewed her involvement as potentially detrimental to the sanctity of the event, a perspective informed by the Church's close ties to the monarchy and its emphasis on maintaining public trust. The decision also highlights how protocols evolve to address contemporary challenges. While tradition demands deference to the Queen Consort's role, the Archbishop's move reflects a modern interpretation of these standards by prioritizing the institution's credibility over its hierarchy. As Queen Consort, Camilla's responsibilities extend beyond supporting the king. She is expected to exemplify the monarchy's core values. These expectations are amplified in a modern context, where public scrutiny is relentless and the monarchy is often called upon to justify its relevance. Unlike other members of the royal family, Camilla's role was not inherited or guaranteed by birthright. It was, quite simply, earned through her marriage to King Charles. This distinction places additional pressure on her to prove her legitimacy, particularly in the face of lingering public skepticism. The incident involving the Archbishop and Camilla is emblematic of the broader challenges facing the monarchy. On one hand, it is deeply rooted in history with protocols that have been carefully preserved for centuries. On the other, it must adapt to the changing expectations of a diverse and progressive society. Camilla becoming Queen Consort reflects these tensions. Her efforts to champion popular causes demonstrate a commitment to addressing contemporary issues. But her past remains a point of contention, and it probably will for a long, long time. The Archbishop's decision to exclude her is a reflection of this struggle. This balancing act is further complicated by the monarchy's symbolic relationship with the Church of England. As the spiritual head of the nation, the Church has historically reinforced the monarchy's moral authority. However, the Church itself is undergoing a transformation. The Archbishop's actions suggest that he sees this moment as an opportunity to align the Church's values with the expectations of a modern society, even if it means challenging royal norms. The incident highlights that, even in the face of significant challenges, the monarchy's adherence to protocol remains both a strength and a vulnerability. How it chooses to navigate these complexities will offer insights into the enduring relevance of royal traditions in an ever-changing society. As Camilla seeks to navigate this turning point, her response will play a critical role in shaping her legacy, which many say is in tatters. Will she emerge from this challenge stronger and more connected to the public? Or will it further erode her standing within the royal family? Similarly, will the monarchy use this moment to reflect on its protocols and expectations? Or will it remain entrenched in tradition? For the institution Camilla represents, this incident points again to the delicate balance it must strike between honoring its past and embracing its future. Do you think the Archbishop of Westminster was correct in excluding Camilla from events surrounding Catherine's carol service? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. We'd love to hear. For now, though, we're out of here. Catch you in the next video.